That's no good. Not good at all. Alright, so what we're doing here today is I'm asking you guys and the community out there for help because I'm at a loss. Now, to preface this, I'm an idiot when it comes to angry pixies and dealing with electricity in general. Like, I'm surprised that I was able to figure out how to weld this stuff. Or not weld, wow. Can't talk today, it's a Monday, whatever. Wire all of the stuff that's in here. Like, I was pretty proud of that. So I got that belt sander, and as you guys saw, she's spinning the wrong way. Now, I am gonna take you guys through and show you all the information that I have and have been able to find. The problem that I've had is the motor that's on there. There is no plate. I can't find any serial numbers, nothing along that. Even searching and tickling the hive mind with the old jazz hand routine, I wasn't able to find much. I was able to finally contact a manufacturer that gave me some information on the motor itself. So we'll go through that. I'm going to show you guys everything so you know as much as I do. And first thing off is we're going to go over, I wrote it down here, sorry I only had the paint pen and my handwriting's terrible to start out with. So the motor from the manufacturer, what they gave me is 220 volts, 1500 watts, 7 amps, 50 hertz, brushed, and they did say that the motor was reversible. And that's the problem that I'm having is this thing is, oh, we are unplugged, is spinning this way, shooting sparks at my face. I already got that all taken apart. We'll get there. We're going to start back here at the source. The circuit that it is running on would be this guy right here, 20 amp. I think it's a dual pole. I'm not sure on that. Let me know down there in the angry section. I'm probably wrong, but we got a 20 amp and we're running on over to here. That's the connector that we have it set up. I had to swap this out. In fact, I'll go grab that real quick. What was on there originally? Well, that wasn't as far as I thought I was going to have to go. So originally, let's see, I don't know how Ave does this, but so originally this was the connector that was on the end of the power lead. So that was on there, and then they had this adapter, so we just swapped out for this style and there. There's only 2 wires in this cord right there. Probably should put you guys the right way. R and T, I don't know what that means, but there's only 2 wires, your 2 hots. If you look down in there, you can see a 3rd wire coiled up and not being used. So, I don't know. We do have this guy right here. I do believe this is our VFD. I do not think this is an inverter, converting it from single phase to 3 phase. This is what I got here. I'll try and do a nice in close kind of pass through here. Big old capacitors back there. So you got this thing, and then the only instructions that came with the whole kit and caboodle was this, which is I think only for this VFD. Oh no, it is an inverter. Alright, could be wrong, but let's see, and we think it's set in the 2.2 G1, 220 volts, 2.2 kilowatts. This is all the information I have. This is single phase power. I do not have 3 phase. So, and then everything else that's in this manual, let me go through, it's settings, it seems to be. There's not much for information. There's not much for information in regards to actual what it's doing, and it's written very poorly. You can definitely tell this is came from China. Give you an example. Not that one. Yeah, here's a great example of bad translation. When the power is off, make it on again. So operation, it does, like, we went through this. I had my father, who knows a lot more about all of this than I do, and this is just parameters and settings. You can go through and look at all these and hit set and change the settings on them and all that fun stuff. There's nothing else we got that I know of or I'm aware of. We got these 3 wires coming from the back side here, U, V, and W. Those come on out, come on over through here, and in we go to in here. So that's what I'm looking at there, and I do believe it's, to further confirm my theory, is that it's reversible, other than the manufacturer telling me so, is the fans are flat, and it's all bi-directional, so it can spin both ways. There's this plate, I don't know how well this is going to show up on camera here. This is what the cover plate that goes over those wires. Yeah, that's all I got. I want to swap the polarity, or not polarity, the direction on which this spins, and I don't know how to do that. I know that I've heard everybody's like, oh, just swap wires. Well, the problem is I don't know which wires to swap. And the only solution or suggestion that I've had is basically we gotta take this whole motor apart to go look inside to figure out what wires go where and what's doing what. Now, obviously, like, I would think, or you would think that just, you know, hey, swap, you know, like this blue one and, yeah, it does look like brown, and the brown one around, and you should be able to swap the polarity. The problem is when we first got this, plugged it in and fired her up, on the back side of the inverter here, the blue and the brown were in opposite directions. We swapped those around already just to get this thing to spin the wrong direction. Because when I first got it and we first hooked it up, nothing happened. And actually, to prove that, watch, this is going to make me look like a liar, but I'm going to go grab a screwdriver. We're going to swap those around, and then we'll turn the switch on. Alright, found a screwdriver that I think is going to work. Now, some of you may be thinking, why don't you just, you know, swap wires around until you, you know, figure it out? Well, the thing is this tool is kind of expensive. And what I mean by kind of, it's about $1,000. Depending on which manufacturer you buy it from. I bought it off of Amazon, which might have been a bad choice to start out with, but, you know, live and learn maybe, I don't know. I don't want to risk letting the smoke out of this, because then at minimum I'm either going to have to go out and find another one of these that will function the same way as this, one of these inverters or RFDs, or VFD, sorry, or I gotta go buy a new motor itself, and those are kind of spendy because I was looking for parts and numbers and information and all that fun stuff, and I got an idea on how much these cost. These inverters are a couple $100, and I know those the 2 horsepower motors that I was able to find trying to look up information on that thing are around 500, so 400, 500 from the places I looked, but I wasn't doing hardcore searching. So get this tightened back up. Try and get that nice and secure in there. Okay. And click. All right, so we got that. I'll zoom you guys back out here so we can see what blows up in my face. Here we go. We're gonna put in the power. Maybe. There we go. Okay. It flashed something there, so I'm gonna pull it out, and then I'll replug it in when you guys are looking at it. Once it powers down, it's got those big old capacitors, so it takes a few moments here. I think it was that P off, so I think it's saying power off. Okay, so this was the initial configuration that we got it from the factory or in the box. So we're gonna hit run. Okay. Jesus. Well, I guess that sticks true to my statement originally. I'm an idiot. Honestly, like, I'm not even kidding, guys. When I first got this, we hooked this all up and we plugged it in and nothing happened. We hit ran, we ran through the settings and all that fun stuff initially. And the motor didn't turn, it didn't do anything. And then we swapped those two wires around, the same ones that I just showed you. And yeah, it fired up and it was spinning the wrong direction. So basically this is a video about me being an idiot. Woohoo! Probably shouldn't be wearing my company's hat while I'm saying that I'm an idiot. Either way, yeah, I guess have a good day. No. Go ahead and make fun of me down there in the angry section, get your jazz hand routine on. You know, get out to your guys' shop, have a good day, make something, your work area, your crafting room, whatever the case may be, and have a good time. God, I'm an idiot.